The next gentleman I'm going to introduce to you is someone very special, and he's going to be up for a brief, short period of time, but he's wonderful. He is, I just met him today. He is the chairman of the Run, Ben, Run organization, who's with us tonight and occupying 4 tables. He is an Air Force Academy graduate, class of 77. Give me a warm welcome for Mr. Vernon Robinson.
Thank you, Russ. Will Head left off the best part of the story as far as Ronald Reagan in 76 goes, because Ronald Reagan was beaten down, and he lost every primary and caucus. Coming in North Carolina, he was about to give up. And then Will Head and some folks who were older than him, I was at the Air Force Academy, so I missed out. But my generation of college Republicans and Jesse Helms and a bunch of teenagers like Will Head drew a line in the sand. Ronald Reagan won North Carolina, and he won every contest all the way to the convention after that. And you're going to hear from a speaker tonight who, like Ronald Reagan, has broadened the base of the Republican Party and stayed true to conservative principles, which is the only way you can beat Hillary Clinton. He's shown courage. You know, he could have continued to be invited to all the liberal cocktail parties and gotten to speak at commencement at Johns Hopkins and not gotten audited 3 times by the IRS, and all he had to do was be silent. Well, he wasn't silent. He said that the country's going in the wrong direction, that marriage is between a man and a woman, that political correctness is wrecking the country, that Obamacare is turning citizens into subjects of the state, that the emperor has no clothes. That got him audited 3 times. You've heard him cogently and calmly communicate conservative values and issues in a way that every American can understand them. And finally, he's probably the only guy in either party who can bond with the entire American public and heal the nation. My favorite part of the prayer breakfast speech was when he dispatched the progressive income tax in 5 sentences. He said that the most compassionate force in the universe is God, and God has a plan. It's called a tithe, 10%. Now, God does not say if you had a bad crop, you pay no tithes, and he didn't say if you had a bumper crop, you pay triple tithes. So there's something inherently fair and compassionate about proportionality. And I thought about that for a second. I said, wow, that means that Hillary has to argue that she is more compassionate than God. You know, his story is so amazing, and they made a movie about it called Gifted Hands. It's about his mother as much as about himself. And she had a 3rd grade education, but she knew a number of things, but my favorite 3 are these. Number 1, nobody she knew got on welfare ever got off, so she worked 3 jobs, cleaning other people's houses, and never got on. Number 2 is that the difference between the houses she cleaned and houses in her neighborhood were books. So she had her sons read books and write book reports, neither of which she could read, but they never knew. And the 3rd thing is that she knew that she served, or we serve, a mighty God, and we live in a great country, and with the grace of a mighty God and the opportunities of a great country, you can go from the bottom of your class to the top of the profession as a pediatric neurosurgeon. That's a movie, Gifted Hands. You should watch it sometime. The sequel to that movie, where millions of Americans call on the doctor to run for president, beat Hillary Clinton, save the republic, heal the nation, and make America America again. That sequel script hasn't been written yet, but the script writers are sitting in this room. Ladies and gentlemen, we have one sacred obligation, and that is leave to an America, to our children and grandchildren, that is at least as free as the one we were born in, and quite frankly, that is an obligation at which thus far we have utterly failed. If you want to meet that obligation, if you want to beat Hillary Clinton, dismember the left all the way down to dog catcher on the ballot, restore the republic, heal the nation, and make America America again, then join with me in a great crusade and sign the petition to draft Dr. Ben Carson for President of the United States, either either out in that foyer or online at www.runbenrun.org. May God bless you as he has blessed America.